What is up, you guys? TitoBods here, and it's been a while since I've uploaded a video or any update on my YouTube channel. And for those of you who are supporting me, even though I have not been active for a while, especially in game, thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys. And since now we're back, I hope you still support me. And if you like this video, kindly do hit the like button and also share it with your friends. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, or if it's your first time to the channel and you find my videos helpful, kindly do subscribe to the channel so that you could help our community grow. And since we've been through all that, let's now go to the topics for today, which is the first topic, or the first thing that we're going to talk about today is actually the Advent, because we are now in season 3 in our server. So the first topic of the day is the Advent heroes. So we have here Mansa Musa and Mehmed. So for those of you who are trying to get Mehmed and Mansa Musa, and you are like asking if who's the most useful heroes as an addition to your current or your main lineups, I think you should check it with your account first, or your lineups first, if you need any of the heroes in season 3. Because I think if you're going to just choose 1 or 2 heroes from season 3, I think you should think very carefully before purchasing or adding any heroes to your current lineups. Or if you are waiting for the heroes for season 3 like me, I suggest that you do just choose which hero is really needed in your lineup, especially if you are not a spender in the game and you want to choose which hero best fits your lineups. So right now we have Mansa Musa and Mehmed in our Advent, and these 2 new heroes are available this week in our server. And if you are in the season 3 of your server, I think you also have Mansa Musa and Mehmed as your first heroes in your Advent. Anyway, I have been really waiting for Mansa Musa because I wanted my lineup, or my warrior pikeman's lineup, to be a bit tanky. And right now, my hero lineup is I have my Richard. So let's see. I have my Richard here, my Boudica. So I have a 5-star Boudica, I have a 5-star Richard, and I have a 5-star Leonidas. So as you can see, I have a dilemma on my current warrior pikeman lineup, because all of them are 5 stars, and I really don't need to upgrade my lineup. Although I was really waiting for Mansa Musa, and I want him to be part of that lineup that I have, because to be honest, that lineup that I have is a bit squishy. Even though I am a bit of a whale, but I'm not really a complete whale, I have problems with my lineup because it's a bit squishy. And since Mansa Musa is a great addition, will be a great addition to my lineup, I want him to be the commander of my main lineup. So I was torn if I'm going to bench my Richard, Budi, or Leo. And since I've been researching on this lineup for a while, I have discovered, or I have thought of doing a Mansa Musa, Boudica, and Leonidas March instead of having Richard in the lineup. One thing is that before Richard deals his damage, or his skill or signature skill damage, it will take a little bit of time before that happens. And since Mansa Musa's skill is apparently a bit same as how Richard's skill works, I have decided to instead bench Mansa Musa, bench Richard, and then pick off Mansa Musa and include or insert him in my current warrior pikeman lineup and make him the main commander. I will tell you guys more on Mansa Musa later. So right now we have Mansa Musa and Mehmed. So Mehmed, if you are currently looking for Mehmed as an addition to your lineup, it's the best way to get Mehmed, or to use Mehmed, is actually for your archers, because he will buff your archers well. And I think if you guys have divided your archers, so from season 1, usually the archers are made from or made as, like, you have your Mulan, your Rani, and your Attila. And then when season 2 hits, you will need your Rani and Attila in your cavalry march if you are going for Lubo. So if you have already that lineup in your first season with Mulan, Rani, and Lubu, Rani and Attila, and you have used Rani and Attila as part of the Lubu March, and you are looking for a new hero in your archer, and I think Mehmed is a good addition to your Mulan. And then, of course, you're going to use your Bellevue, which is also from Season 2. Because most of the lineups that have been divided, as I have said, used Mulan, Josephine, or Bellevue as their main archer march, since they have used Rani and Attila on Lubu, or if ever they haven't used Rani and instead used Guan Yu in their Lubu. So I think they still need to change Rani or to switch Rani for Mehmed, because Mehmed is a high functioning buff giver to the archer lineup as a whole. And having your Mulan and your Bellevue already in your archer lineup and just adding in or inserting Mehmed as it is going to boost your archer lineup, like how your Attila boost your archer lineup before. So you will have two artillery damagers, which is going to be your archers and also your cavalry, with Attila as your main buff giver to your cavalry, and then Mehmed as your buff giver to your archers. So that's the way it will go if I were in the position of having Mulan as a main hero in the first season. So with that said, we are going to actually spin for Mehmed today, and I hope, sorry, Mansa Musa, correct me. I really don't need Mehmed because my archers are going to be Rameses, Theodora, and of course Charlemagne. And I have been waiting to make my move on my archer lineup because I was a bit stressed out on Suleiman, because in order for me to really give Suleiman March a good fight, or for them to really give a good fight in the battlefield, I really need to spend a bit in order for them to be beneficial or actually work on the battlefield during season 2. And since I'm now season 3, I don't really need Suleiman's March in my lineup, and I want to make Rameses instead of Suleiman, and that's why season 3 is really important in my lineup. Anyway, so as I've said, I want Mansa Musa in my lineup. But before we go there, let's see first the skills of Mansa Musa, because we're going to drop my 5-star Richard for Mansa Musa. But until my Mansa Musa reach tier 5 or tier 3, I won't be changing my lineup until that. But still, we're going to spin for Mansa Musa today. Anyway, so this is my Richard, and I'm going to change that. I'm just going to show you the skills of Mansa Musa and why. And I will give you the reason why I'm going to make him my main commander instead of Richard. So here, as you can see, Mansa Musa's first skill is spend a fortune, which is actually what the Krakens and whales are doing, spending a fortune in this game. Anyway, kidding aside, so this one deals my damage to up to 2 enemy troops in the pan-shaped area in front. So actually, the damage of Richard is way better than this, because he will damage 3 heroes in front and will do a slow on the heroes that hit by his main or commander skill. But this one will cost you a little bit of damage reduction, or I mean damage decreased compared to Richard, because Richard's damage is insane if your stack hits 15. But that's the problem with Richard. If your stacks didn't hit 15 or 10 or 11, it won't be that much damage dealt to your enemies or opponents. Anyway, going back to Mansa Musa's skill, so we have here also a reduction, or reduces the enemy commander's armor by 20, and then this will go on until 32 once this one is maxed for 6 seconds. And also this one grants 100 additional initial rage upon entering the battle, which is actually good, since, well, on the side of Richard, you will have like 300 rage, and I think we also have 300 rage here. But this one is also good because you will have additional initial 100 rage upon entering the battle, so you will only need 200 rage in order for you to dish out the damage in your spend a fortune skill. Anyway, the second skill or the signature skill of Mansa Musa is the bout regions. Sorry, after your troops takes 12 normal attacks, which is like more like Richard also, but this one doesn't stop actually. To be honest, I think, and you can do like 2 normal attacks. Yes, as you can see here. So 2 normal attacks per second. So this will take you just 6 seconds in order for you to use this skill. So this one is like is going to proc like every 6 seconds. It's going to be like a turn-based skill, but not actually a turn-based skill. But if you have 2 or 3 more heroes, or if you are being swarmed by other troops, this one will proc more times than 6 seconds, I think. So that's the advantage of having your devout regions. And I think this one is going to be a bit more advantageous for you in the battlefield. So this one also deals smite damage to the enemy troop, and then this one will give you a reduction of the damage of the troops taken by 3.5 right now, but it's going to be more than that when this one is maxed out. So it's going to be for 3 seconds. So that's what I really like about Mansa Musa, because you will dish out damage and then you will also have a defense or a damage reduction once you do activate the devout regions, which is going to be actually very beneficial to you, since you're going to proc this more than anything else that Richard has used before. I mean, this one is going to give you more damage reduction, and also this one will give you damage in that sense. And since you are dealing more instance of damage than the usual skills with Richard, this one will also give you a tankiness in your lineup because of the reduction of the troops damage taken, which is actually the thing I really want for my warrior pikemans to have, since all of the heroes that I have in my current lineup, which is Richard, Boudica, and Leonidas, is lacking. That's why I've been using tank build gems to compensate their lack of tankiness. But since Mansa Musa is here now, and Mansa Musa is going to give the lineup a very good boost of defense, of course we're going to go for Mansa Musa as our main commander, and not Leonidas, because Leonidas is good as a part of the lineup, but we will benefit more if Mansa Musa is going to be the commander, since Mansa Musa's skills has damage first of all, and then secondly, the Mansa Musa will give you a boost of damage, since you're going to reduce the armor of the enemy commander. So that is why for me Mansa Musa is a great commander instead of going for Leonidas as your main commander. If you do not have Leonidas though in the lineup and you are going for Richard, it will also be good. But I think for me, since I have Leonidas available, or if you guys have Leonidas available, I would recommend that you choose Leonidas as part of the whole lineup instead of Richard as part of the whole lineup. You will understand this once you use Richard as not the primary commander, because you will see the difference in damage that Leonidas can dish out as a part of the lineup and not as the commander, than Richard as being part of the lineup and not the commander. Now let's go to the customizable skills of Mansa Musa. So I will go for the Golden Odyssey in here, because after your troops takes 12 normal attacks, which is also going to be proc, same as your signature skill, this one will recover your troops units, and recovery rate is very low until you hit your 3rd star, and I will show that to you later. And then also this one increases the damage dealt by your commander. So maxing this out with level 40, once you're level 40 on this, you will have 87% recovery and 13% might bonus. But once the skill is fully maxed out with your stars here, this one will increase the damage by your commander by 20% and also the recovery rate by 130%. Now this one will take you a while before you max this out, but still increasing the damage of this commander will with the 13% is actually decent, having or adding this in your arsenal of skills. So next up, I'm going to go for Fearless Retribution, since we are going to use Mansa Musa as the main commander in my lineup. So we are not going to be benefiting from tenacity because we really don't need that much heal, since we want to deal more damage. We want the fearless retribution instead, and we're not going for Kingsblade since one of my other heroes, I think Burica or Leonidas, has already Kingsblade. So there's no way I'm going to add another Kingsblade in my skills. So fearless retribution is going to be the route or the path I'm going to go, and we already know this skill. So this one will, when hit by a normal attack, there's 20% chance to counter attack, dealing my damage. And also this one also has a recovery. So that's an additional recovery bonus for our hero here. So again, my skills or customizable skills that I'm going to add for Mansa Musa is going to be Golden Odyssey and Fearless Retribution in here. So anyway, having said that, since we're done with the skills, we're going now for the stars of Mansa Musa. So the first rank, or the first star of Mansa Musa, this one increases the damage of his signature skill, which is the Devout Radiance, by 50%. So the Devout Radiance, I think when you max it out, is 230, I think. Okay, so I was mistaken. This one was the 200 and something. Yeah, so right now we have 126%. Okay, so we have this as your max. Now we will add another 50% on that once this one is maxed out. So anyway, when we max this out, I'm going to show it to you later. I think we can reach more than that, and also it will add 50% to the current damage if ever we're going to max it out. Anyway, when we hit level 3, I'm going to show it to you guys, the full lineup that I will be having for this hero, Mansa Musa here, is going to be Mansa Musa, Burica, and Leonidas. And once I hit 3 stars on my, or rank 3 on my Mansa Musa, I'm going to make a video so that you guys can see the damage output of the lineup and if it's going to be effective in the battlefield. So anyway, the third rank or the third star of Mansa Musa here states that when Devout Radiance is activated, so the signature skill additionally recovers your unit. So additional recovery rate is going to be 90% in addition to the current recovery that we have on the customizable skills of Mansa Musa. So you have like 3 way of healing or recovery in Mansa Musa. So one is the Fearless, then the second one is the Golden, what do you call that skill? So we have Golden Odyssey, yeah, and then the Fearless Retribution, which also has recovery, and now there will be additional recovery when you use your signature skills because of the third star or the third rank of our Mansa Musa over here, which will give you another 90%, which is actually a decent increase in recovery. Now, on the 5th star or 5th rank, you will increase the damage reduction effect of the Devout Radiance by 6%. So if we have additional 6% on the Devout Radiance, so right now I think it's going to be 10% when this max or hit level 40, I think. I'm not sure, but I'm going to show that to you guys. So I'm not really that oriented yet with Mansa Musa over here, but once I get that, I'm going to tell you guys how it goes. Anyway, the Devout Radiance here, 6% of the reduction is actually a huge increase, and I will be, of course, going for 5-star in here once I have all my resources in check, and once I hit this tier 5 in here, it's going to be a good addition. And also it will give you like 3 seconds additional in the duration of your defense or your skills. So since this is going to be proc every 6 seconds, and if you're going to be swarmed, I think it's safe to say that you will have like a permanent increase in your damage reduction. So there's going to be no cooldown for it because it's 3 seconds, and then you will have another 3 seconds when you are rank 5, and then you will activate this every 6 seconds. So it's like a never-ending loop of damage reduction for this skill. So that is why Mansa Musa is a really good addition to the warrior pikeman lineup. So anyway, having said that, we already have the other heroes in here. Since we are talking about new heroes, we have here for you Charlemagne. We have here Mehmed II, Rameses II, and Saladin as the new added heroes. And we're going to talk about them in the coming future. So right now, I have already only talked about Mansa Musa because that's the only hero that I'm going to get right now. And I've also talked about Mehmed with you guys earlier on this video, so that you will have just at least, you know, a bit of knowledge about Mehmed and what I think of Mehmed and how I think Mehmed would be a good addition to your archer lineup if you are going for a Mulan lineup as your archer march, or any warrior archer lineup that you have in your arsenal. Anyway, without further ado, we are going to do some recruitment over here because we really need Mansa Musa in our lineup. So, I'm going to end with doing this spins right here, and I hope we do get at least, well, let's say 1 or 2 stars. Let's say 2 stars for Mansa Musa this week, or in this video, sorry. So anyway, we have here 150,000 Empire coins, which will give us approximately 150 to 170 spins. And we are going to target first the 120 spins. That's what we're going to target right now. And also, if you have forgotten, we have here a trial quest. But the problem here is we do not have any more hero medals added here in the trial quest. Unlike the other heroes in season 2, you will notice that the season 2 heroes on the trial quest have other heroes that are on the same type of hero that is available in your advent. So I think they removed that here in season 3, but still you will have skill scrolls, XP tome, and skill points in here. So anyway, without further ado, let's do some spins before we end this video right here. Oh, and also before we do that, there's a recommended lineup in here, which is, they said it's going to be Richard, Boudica, and Mansa Musa. Well, to be honest, this one is actually a good addition. Also, if you do not have your what do you call this, your Leonidas, as I have said, Richard is not a good part of the lineup if he is not going to be the leader of the lineup. But in my case, I want the lineup to be a bit more of a tank build. That's why my lineup is going to be composed of Mansa Musa as the primary, then Boudica, and of course Leonidas. And I will tell you guys if that lineup sucks or not, but that's going to be my lineup instead of Richard, Boudica, and Mansa Musa over here. So anyway, having said that, we're going to get now first Mansa Musa. So let's see, let's recruit 5 times here. So we got 2 Mansa Musa over here. Let's skip animation. We have still 3. No, let's use 5. Okay, we have another 2 Mansa Musa in here. So we have 1, I think. We need 4 more in order for us to get the chest open. So we didn't have any Mansa Musa in there. So we got the 10 here. Let's open first Mansa Musa. And I think, well, we don't really need to open Mansa Musa right now, because he will be opened once we get 10. So we have 14 actually, but it will be open if we have another 6, because it will only open once we have gathered 6 parts on the spin and not on the chest. So let's go on. Oh, we didn't get any. Okay, so now we have 10, I think. So we have unlocked Mansa Musa, and this should prompt a lucky, or is it a lucky moment? No, I don't think it's a lucky moment, but we will prompt a bundle once we get this one. So it should prompt a bundle, I think. So as you can see, we got 3 Mansa Musa in here. So I think it should, here you go. So we have prompted or triggered a hero growth, which we're going to purchase maybe later, but not yet. Not yet right now. So we still have 12 hours for that. So anyway, hang on. Okay, we're going to go for this one. Okay, so we're going for another Mansa Musa still, because we are actually going for 120 spins in our Mansa Musa. What the hell? I thought we are going to have Mansa Musa. Why are there so many resources and tomes in here? I think our luck runs out. Okay, we have 2 here, which is going to be good. We have 1, just 1. We have 2 here again. We have 1. I don't think this is a good spin here. So we have 60. We have opened the 60 mark. So we're going to open until 120 in here. So anyway, let's go on. So we have 1. We have 10. Okay, we got the 10 pieces of hero medals for Mansa Musa in here, and we got 1 here. So this is not a good spin anymore. So once I don't have Mansa Musa in my spin, what I do is I go back. So since we have 2 here, we have to go on with the spin. So we don't have on that. So we still need like 24 spins. Okay. So that's not good again. Okay, we have one Mansa Musa in here. We have no Mansa Musa in here. So we need just two more. Okay, we have two and then one more. Okay, that's not good actually. Actually, it was a decent spins that we did there. It was just, decent. And why can't I open this one out? Okay, so we are having a problem right now. It's lagging. Okay, now we have event rewards cannot be claimed. Okay, so we are lagging right now. Okay, can I? Oh, I still can't open it right now. Like, to be honest. Okay, so I think we have gotten the 20. It should be 15 in the 120 here. It should be 15 right there. And if that bugged out, it's going to bum me out, So we have 60 Mansa Musa already, and I really don't want to use it right now because it's going to be beneficial for me not to use it right now. And instead, we're going to try to open up the hero first. But we already have the hero open, sorry. So we have Mansa Musa in here. Okay. So if we're going to open this, we need 50 or 20, I think, sorry. Then we need 50 in here. So that means it's 60. Yeah, we have 20 and then 60 here. So we have two ranks already for our 60 pieces. Or not not 20. I mean not two ranks. But still, if I'm going to use the universal hero medals, we can reach that mark here. But right now I'm not going to do so, and I think I'm going to do another spin or another 80 spins by tomorrow or the next day, and I'm going to do that with the lineup itself or the or the other info on the current updates in the game before we do that spin. Anyway, thank you for checking out this video, and I hope we did give you a bit of info on what my vision is for the hero itself. And I'm not the type of player who is just doing stuff with or going for the standard stuff in the game. So I really wanted to have a change if necessary, and if it's not needed to actually follow some of the recommended lineups, I don't really go for that type of stuff unless I deem it beneficial or necessary for my heroes. Anyway, thank you for checking out this video. I will also make a video later about the updates on the mall, which is going to be very informative video for you guys. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video here because it's been a while, or it's a long video for me to upload. Anyway, thank you for checking out this video. I hope you have fun with me spinning on this hero Mansa Musa in here, and I was really excited to have this hero added in my lineup soon, and I hope we do capture at least 3 stars or more before the first advent ends in a few days. And I'm going to also update you guys about the current state that we have in our MEE and the current future of my account, and also the future of our server and our alliance as a whole. Anyway, thank you for always supporting me and my videos, guys. If ever you need anything from me or you have any questions, kindly do write them down on the comment section down below. And also, I am going to leave a link on the our Discord channel and also my Discord channel on the description down below. And if you need anything or you have any questions that you don't want to leave out in the comments down below, you can send them to me directly in my Discord channel. And again, this is your TitoBods. Thank you for chilling out with me today and checking out this video, and for your support. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly do so. Share this video with your friends if you find it helpful, or any of my video if you find them helpful. Kindly do subscribe to the channel so that you could help our channel grow and our community grow. And with that, TitoBods out.